You're back with me again for a second or third time. Thank you for coming back. And if you're here for the first time, I am Danielle Towner, owner of DreamWork Creatives and co-author of the Mompreneur Manual. And if you want to learn more about me or any of those things, the best way to do so is to follow me on either Pinterest at DreamWork Creatives or on Instagram under the same name. But I don't want to hold you too long talking about me. I want to talk to you guys today about how to batch a week's worth of content for social media in a snap, basically. How to do this quickly, because I'm all about sharing ways to save time. I'm a mom. I know a lot of you watching are mompreneurs too. So our time is valuable. Our resources are valuable. So I'm going to show you how to do this and save time doing so. And the way that I batch content is a little bit different. I start off with a core or a foundation piece of content, which is either a video or a podcast, a video or audio podcast. And from there, I repurpose this into other different pieces of content, which helps me to easily batch it for the week or even ahead of time for like the entire month if I need to. As you guys know, I'm all about planning, so I lay out my schedule for the entire year basically, and if I need to make changes to it along the way, if I need to rearrange some things, I do, but that foundation is always there for me to go back to. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today, like that repurposing and batching process. But I want to share something awesome with you guys about Tailwind Create, which is one of the things that I'll be using today. If you've been following me already, you know that I did a Tailwind Create kind of walk through and review when they first launched it earlier last year. And so I went through that when it first came out and shows you my first reaction to it and my first experience with it. But that was just for Pinterest. So now they're adding support for not only Instagram, but also Facebook. And not just for you to create these designs, but also to schedule them, because you know that they have the Tailwind for specifically Instagram. And a little birdie told me that Facebook is coming soon too. This is going to be a game changer and a time saver. So normally for designs, I would use Canva. Like I always talk a lot about Canva. I even, have a tutorial where I showed you guys how to create awesome high quality pins using Canva. And this is one of those pins, and what I would have to do is once I create a nice pin, then I use the template and switch it up a bit and change it and make more pins. And I would either, like once I go to Facebook or Instagram, of course, their dimensions are different. So I would use the magic resize, and then I would create my graphic for that. I would use a different picture on Instagram. They want high quality too, but I prefer not to use like stock photos on Instagram because people want to see more of you. They're more familiar with you. Even when you add like other people, other faces on there, they more identify with you. Like I get a better engagement and response from having either images of myself, or I would just wipe this out, resize it. But I would lighten up the background a bit because that turns out better for me too. And then I would go from there with making the adjustments to make it an Instagram friendly post. So I would have to make some changes to the font, changes to the sizing, adjust it a little, and go from there. So add some more razzle dazzle to it, maybe make this brown. But what I want to focus on today is the Tailwind Create and seeing like the difference. Like you can use any design. They have other design programs out there and you could use any of them. But I want to focus on like what would be like, what's the difference, and that time, what would be the difference in the time that it would take to get this done. So I have my brand colors saved here, and we'll talk about that and how that is helpful in Tailwind Create also. So let's get to batching this content. So like I was telling you guys before, I work off of a video or a podcast, and then I repurpose that. So I create a vlog which that takes, of course, some time. You want to get it right. But I create my artwork for it. Then I would add the video here, of course, and I'm scrolling down to show you guys how I would add my pin, my Pinterest pin. It saves some time to resize that, but with Tailwind Create, they have like pretty much this all-in-one, one-stop shop. You can create the pin, you can add your branding and your logos there. You can use their almost done designs, like sort of like a template, and just add your personal spin and your personal branding on it. If you're not design savvy and if you want to save a lot of time but still have a design quality pin, then that's what they're there for. And then from there, you can just go ahead and set it to schedule without having to download it and then go to another scheduler like you normally would. Now, some of those schedulers that I've used, they're great, but anything that can save time and streamline that process is even better, right? So let's dive right into it. Right now, I have the Pinterest pulled up, and you would either go to new. You can go to the right, the green button to the right here that says new design in Tailwind Create, and you would click there. Or you can click to the left here where it says Tailwind Create, and you can click on that paintbrush and it would send you to the same place. But I want to go into Instagram because I already did one. I already did one for Pinterest. I already did the walkthrough for Pinterest. So I want to try out this Instagram. And then this way it's going to let me go from start to finish walking through the process for those of you who haven't seen it. So if you missed the Pinterest one where I did that walkthrough and review, I'll post the link in the comments, and I'll also post the one where I showed you and walked you through the elements of a great design, a high quality design for Pinterest. And so you can stroll back down memory lane and look at that and catch up, get up to speed with where we are here. So let's go to the beta version of the Tailwind Create for Instagram. I'm so excited about this too, because they have some new things coming with the type of plans you have, and they actually have where you can just sign up for an account and get started. And once see how you like it, get a feel for it. And that's awesome. So it's asking me to check a box to agree to the terms of service. So we do that real quick. Won't be doing anything hateful or offensive, so we can go with that. Okay, so let's just go through the process and not get ahead of ourselves. So I'm gonna upload a photo. I like to do flat lays. I really like to do flat lays for the Pinterest pins, but I like to do flat lays for all of my different designs, and my branding colors, as you can see, are the same ones that are on the artwork for this video, and also for anything that you see on social media. Okay, so it's asking to add URLs. You won't necessarily need a URL for a feed post on Instagram, but if you're using the Facebook feed post, then you can use a URL for that, or if you're using the Pinterest pin. And here it gives you an option to drop down and easily interchange between these. So that's awesome too. But you won't necessarily need it for Instagram, but you can link there if you choose to. So I'm just gonna copy the link because this is what I'll be doing it for. This video, 10 ways business moms can find time to work from home, that I am going to be turning into a blog. So I'm gonna paste the link to that video for now. And you can actually search for stock photos here, but I decided to go ahead and upload my own. And so let's go to the text. Okay, text. So I'm just going to go over to my video and copy what it says. So let's search for the font to see if they have the fonts that I normally use, which are Noto Sans. I don't see that one, so let's just click Sans. You can even upload custom fonts. That's cool because the scripted font that I have is actually a file. So that's something that I can upload. Okay, they have my Noto Sans there. So the scripted font, that's something that I can actually upload at a later date. Okay, so we're gonna stick to Noto Sans. Exit that and let's go to, you can choose a palette that's already there. They already took some of my branding colors from the photo images. So you can add your logo or you can add your website for the brand. On the Pinterest pins, I normally add my website. So I will do that. So branding, I choose not to use my logo on most of my branding. Most of the time I use my website. And that's it. They have several different kinds of these posts that you created for your feed posts. And you can edit or restyle these. You have this style as a post and you have it as a story and as a Pinterest pin all at one time. So we can restyle this post. Template doesn't use this color. Okay, so okay, so I chose to use just the pink color. Okay, so let's look at some other layouts for this. And then it kind of changes the layout, reverses the layout around. But I think I like it. I think I like this one. And you can change the number of photos, but for now I'm just gonna stick to one. And you can go in and choose the category for the type of post that it is. So if it's content, if you're doing a promotion, like something that's geared towards making a sale, or like something with a call to action. You can look by industry, the type of niche you're in, or the industry. Like this is, you have a lot of different things to choose from. Digital mock-up. So that's cool. You can actually do a digital mock-up. I'm just gonna go back to content. Okay. So you got your story, your Pinterest pin, your Instagram, and you got a couple different styles to choose from. Oh, that one is cool. So I think I want to favorite this design, and I want to select this one. You can actually even do your own edits to it. I like to have my branding centered. I don't want the quotation marks because it's not a quote. And I'm gonna move this so that the text is in line. Okay, and I can click save and go back. So you can make as many adjustments as you need to. They even have elements that you can add. So okay, so I want to select this one, and if I wanted to, okay, I'm just gonna select. Okay, I'm just gonna select this one now. So it's selected. I'm going to, and you can do up to 15 in this type of account. This one is cute too. So if I wanted to use one style for Instagram and one for Facebook, or one style for Instagram and one for Pinterest, then I have the option to do that by selecting more than one. Okay, for this one, I don't want the web address on there. Maybe I could have moved it down lower, put it back anyway. So let's see if I can move it down. Move this down. Back. And select that one too. Okay, so I've selected what I want. Now I'm going to go to review, and I am going to click go schedule, so I can go ahead and schedule my design just like that. Your Instagram feed posts were successfully sent to drafts, so I can click on them to actually make the adjustments, adding my text and my hashtags. I can even add another picture if I wanted to make a carousel out of this. So this is a cool update that they have too. And then I would either leave it on the date that they have it customized, or I could choose a different date, and then I would click schedule to schedule that. But I'm gonna go back and make some more adjustments, so I'm not gonna schedule it now. I'm gonna click save and close. I want to go back to Tailwind Create to see if those designs are still there, to see if I could go ahead and schedule them for Pinterest, the same design, if I wanted to. Let's go to recent design. Okay, so they said that this one is scheduled. So let's open this and let's click on Pinterest. And add that as a favorite. I'm gonna go back to my favorites. And I'm going to go to pins and then select Pinterest and go to review and click go to schedule. And it takes me to Pinterest to schedule this Pinterest pin, and it automatically adds it to the draft. So now all I have to do is add my description and choose my board. Let's put that on work from home mompreneur. And then it already has the URL to go where I need it to go. So this is super convenient to not only create my pins and my social media content at the same time in that batch, but to also go ahead and get it scheduled. So I can do this all in one sitting. So just like I said, if you're not design savvy, or if you just want to save time and make a non-hiccup smooth process for creating your content each week or each month, this is a super easy, quick way of doing it and using those almost done designs to do so. I hope that this was helpful for you, in saving time as a mompreneur and in finding a way to easily get content done so you don't feel overwhelmed by it. Let me know if you have any questions. You can put those in the comments. You can also check out those other helpful tutorials that I've mentioned. And if you want to go ahead and sign up for your Tailwind account and start using Tailwind Create, you can use the link in my bio to do that as well. Thank you guys for watching once again. Come back and see me real soon for another helpful video and for my podcast. I will see you guys next time. Bye.